Hi, my name's Nick Burnham and I'm down here in Falmouth for Motorboat and Yachting looking at this Botnia Targa 25. Now this is a boat owned by actor Steve McFadden. What he's less well known for is his passion for boating, and he spent 2 years developing this boat to be the perfect Mediterranean cruiser. It's a real custom job and I'm going to take you on board and show you exactly what he's done. So Steve's philosophy is very much that if he can create the facilities that he wants on a boat of this size, then it allows him to access much smaller ports, get into busier areas and run a lot more economically. So what he set out to do is create the perfect custom boat, and it starts off with fairly obvious things like the bimini above me here. So this has been custom made, but it's been designed to go off the original mast of the boat. There's another one also for the flybridge. And the idea of these is obviously to give you plenty of shade, but not to look like an obvious add-on. They look like they were a factory fit. But that is just very much the surface dressing, because the real clever stuff is under my feet here. So what Steve wanted to create with this boat was something that answered all his needs for Mediterranean cruising. And in terms of layout, this does it perfectly, because you've got a big area out here for fishing. There's a great social area at the front of the boat that converts to a sun pad. There's an internal helm and seating inside, someone to make a cup of tea. There's even a flybridge. But where it gets clever is involving the systems that he wanted, and what he wanted from it was a lot of self-sufficiency. So this boat is fitted with 4 Torqeedo 2200 watt-hour batteries, and that gives a tremendous amount of power on the boat, and it means he can run things like air conditioning systems. There's even an ice maker on here, and he can run those without recourse to a generator. There is a generator on here, however. It's got one of the latest Fisher Panda generators, and that is a variable speed, so it actually adjusts its speed depending on the load that's required. And that only left one area unanswered, and that was range and self-reliance when you're actually on a long distance cruise. And his concern was, with a single engine boat, what happens if that stops? Now one answer of course is an outboard engine on the back, but invariably they're not powerful enough, they're too far back, and how much fuel do you carry? So he went for a very different system, and it's a very clever system. What he's had installed is 2 Torqeedo electric engines, and they're on hydraulic rams, which means they lower electrically into the water, and that gives a tremendous amount of backup, because they will run from those big batteries for up to 5 hours completely autonomously. You don't need a generator, so even if you have problems with fuel, you've still got range with that. But of course, if you fire the generator up, charging the batteries, then it'll run forever on those engines. As long as you've got diesel, it'll keep going. But it's not just a backup system. What he's created is a complete hybrid boat. It's a boat that will actually run on those engines if you just want to run quietly. It's an incredibly clever system, and we're going to take it out and see how it actually works on the water. So the theory is excellent, but of course the big question is, how does it work in practice? And we're out here on the water to find out. And the answer to that question is extremely impressively. So in terms of operation, all you need to do is just push the 2 Torqeedo throttle levers forward, and you've got power. And of course the big advantage with electric is it's virtually silent. There is a faint whir from the back of the boat, and there's the noise of the water lapping past the hull. In fact, it feels a lot like sailing. It performs excellently at cruising speed under electric power. She's cruising where we are at the moment at about 4.5–5 knots, so you've got excellent get you home capability. But also it is the sort of thing where you wouldn't just use it for that. You would come out on a nice day like this when it's very relaxing and just cruise under electric power, and it's just a really peaceful, serene way to go boating. If you do want more performance, of course, well then that is on tap. All you need to do is drop the throttles back, lift up the drives, those are both up, and then start the motor and you're ready to go diesel. And suddenly what we've got now is a completely conventional diesel powered Botnia Targa. Those drives are barely touching the surface at low speed, but as soon as you get any speed on at all, those propellers from the Torqeedo drives are completely clear. So there's no drag at all, no difference in performance. You've still got your 30-knot top end, and you've got a boat that handles completely conventionally. And that is the real key to this boat.
is there's a real sense that there's no compromise at all. It's whatever you want it to be. It's a silent electric boat, it's a get you home safety device, or it's a conventional Targa. It just does everything, and it does it beautifully.